Right. Okay. As we all know, that the financial sector is undergoing rapid expansion, in both in terms of the strong growth in the existing financial services companies, and also the new technologies which keep on entering the market. So, and in today's times, as digital becomes the mainstream, I feel it's very important to be updated with the changes which keeps on happening. So, I think maybe by spending some quality time on some good social media platforms, being connected on the regular news updates, collaborating with the CFOs of other companies using the same technology. I presume one should be able to have a firm grasp on the trends and the changes which are happening. And I think also it's important to note that there needs to be a commitment to learning. If that's there, I feel then you can't be left behind. It helps to mitigate risks, achieve compliance, and it helps the organization innovative growth. So, being the finance head, I keep on getting into getting requests for sanctioning of multiple projects, approval of budgets, and multiple such difficult decisions which you are not able to sure what to do. So, I think probably we can get this sorted out by breaking down into simple questions. Whether this activity, do we really need this? Do we have the resources and the right kind of people and having the right skill set at our disposal to achieve these projects? And the cost benefit analysis in terms of our short term and long term goal of the organization. So I believe if you have answers to all these questions, these things can be much simply resolved. Well, okay. As we all know, that there is an increasing pressure, especially on the fintech startups, not only here but globally, to address and deal with the existing and potential regulatory hurdles. So, and also on the top of it, the accurate reporting to all these regulatory authorities is crucial and becomes very significant. So, it's important to work with the regulators and make sure that we have a capable team member who's dedicated to understanding the trends happening in the business, who can interface with the regulatory bodies on a regular basis, and who has a deep understanding of the regulatory impact which can have on our products. So, probably keeping these things in mind and we fully resourced, I'm sure we can be fully compliant with the regulations. Yeah, that's a good one, actually. Yeah, see, when you start a business, I think first and foremost is having a solid accounting practices, which is the most important part of the activity. And in addition, most significant is the cash flow management. A steady cash flow, what it will do is it will ensure that you have what you need to hit the ground running. New companies, actually, if they work on the cash flow management, they can avoid cash flow problems by staying on the top of their finances, minimizing their expenses, and maximizing their revenues. See, as an organization, being the promoters and the finance leader, you are answerable to your investors. You need to manage your operating expenses. You are required to invest heavily in the technology, and on the top of it, you need to have your revenue stream start flowing as well. So all this is quite critical in a finance function. Well, I would love answering that. I guess I'm sure as many of us would do, I prefer spending some quality time with my family. As my kids are in a growing phase, so it's important to for us as parents to accustom yourself with their way of doing things. And trust me, it's not that easy, honestly. I also love reading. I primarily read biographies and historical books. It's actually so inspiring for me to get to know the lives of the people and their stories and the struggles and their successes. And on the top of it, I love spending time with my pet. I'm sure if anybody who's watching this video, if you're a pet lover, I think that's the best unwinding activity which anybody can have. I guess first and foremost, it's important to have effective policies in place. The policies should be easy to follow by the organization, and eventually it will help in the smooth running of the business. Number two, it is important to automate manual processes. I believe automation leads to accuracy. It gives you better data, and additionally, it will give you enough time to focus on more critical things in the organization rather than spending time on doing the data mining, which you do annually, and it is always error prone. So it's important that we have the necessary talent and the skill to have this happen, obviously. And I think from the finance function perspective, the most important is the increase in the collaboration among different functions. See, finance function is dependent on all the other functions to give them the data, to give them the feed, which can go into the accounting system. So it is important to promote the interdepartmental collaboration to ensure that the information is submitted in a timely fashion in an uninterrupted manner. If we break down silos between various parts of the organization, I'm sure it can have a pronounced impact on the efficiency of the organization as well. Going by my experience, I think it's important to be informal with your team, important to give them flexibility. It's important to get along with the team and map out the clear purpose and the vision so that the entire team knows where to look forward to. In terms of the diversity, it's important that we give equal amount of respect and ask for people's inputs and ideas all along in whatever way you do things. So honestly, while it can be challenging to work with people who maintain a very different view or who have different beliefs from others in the organization, but having people from different backgrounds on your side is, I feel it's far more likely to create a high performing, innovative, competitive team which you look to lead. So that always helps. Okay. Again, this I have briefed it in my earlier question as the most important to avoid any interruption in the business. It's important to ensure the compliance with the financial regulations, to have an accurate accounting of the transactions so that everything is transparent, and you need to communicate value to the investors. Again, we as WhatsPay, we are in a growing phase, and yes, there is a lot more focus to get our revenues in. So the industry where we work, it may not be completely regulated, but yes, there is always a risk of regulator coming with some changes in the laws and the regulations. So we need to get along in terms of the education and understanding the nuances of the business before we go ahead. And I think the most important is how fast we can deploy our resources, how well we can work with the regulators. And it's important for people to accept the usage of digital currency. That's going to be a key success of our growth. I guess so. While we are a predominantly blockchain-based platform, so blockchain as a technology may not be regulated, but applications which are built using the blockchain technology that needs to adhere to the relevant regulations. Maybe pertain to data protection and privacy. So as there are multiple risks which keep stemming from the regulatory uncertainties, as I had mentioned earlier, involving the blockchains and the systems what we use, and primarily across jurisdictions. So something may be acceptable in a particular location, but not in other regions. So I think it's important that we manage those risks. And as of now, I am not sure if we all have answers to such regulatory risks inherent in our business predominantly.